Hello guys, this is Samuel once again from Tech. So in today's video, I'll be walking you through getting started with Visual Studio Code and some tricks. Okay, so I'll be leaving a link in the description down below to my first video, that is the environmental setup video, for those who haven't watched the video on how to download Visual Studio Code. Okay, so when you install and open Visual Studio Code for the first time, this is what you happen to see. So we have a new file, open file, and etc. Also we have a recent section, and down here we have a status bar. This is called the error and the warning section. It actually indicates the programmer or the developer of errors in lines of code. And when you create a new file, you're going to see the programming language indicated here and the line of code your cursor happens to be. And also you have a notification icon and the tweet feedback. Also to this section is called the activity bar. So we have our file explorer, we have a set bar, we have our source control is for tracking and committing changes, we have our run and debug, we have our extensions, live share, we have our accounts, we have our manage. Okay, so let's see what we have in our extensions. So to download an extension, you search for the extension and click on install, and open the extension and click on install. Okay, so I'm going to list out some useful extensions here. So you have a code runner. It's very important because it allows programmers to run codes inside of Visual Studio Code. That is codes which are going to come in the form of console. Sorry about that. And also you have a HTML boilerplate and HTML CSS support. Another important extension, kite autocomplete. You have a live server, really important, material icon theme, and a whole lot. Okay, let me close this. Okay, so for our manage, you can find our settings here, our command palette, our user snippets, color theme if you want to customize the Visual Studio Code. Okay, so for this tutorial or for the tricks section, I'll be creating 3 new files. So let me get rid of this. So Control N, and I'll change this to HTML. So Control N again, I'll change this to CSS. So Control N, I'll change this to JavaScript. Okay, so we're going to generate our HTML5 boilerplate by pressing shift. That is trick number 1. Voila, so we have it here. Okay, so second trick, text wrap. Okay, so let me create a dummy text, say lorem 50, lorem 50, and so lorem 50. Okay, to wrap this text, you see it extends to the end, so I'm going to press Alt and Z. That's trick number 2. Okay, so let's do our next trick. Okay, let me highlight this and get rid of it. Okay, so let's create a paragraph. The text, Sonny is a genius. Okay, so to duplicate this paragraph to the top or to the down, you can simply put the cursor at the end of the closing tag of P and press Shift and Alt and the down arrow key if I wish to send it to the down, and if I wish to take it to the top, I'll simply do the same thing, Shift, Alt, and up. Okay, so let me change this to move me up and see. Move me up. Okay, so I'm going to press Shift, Alt, and take it up. Okay, also if I wish to edit this line, this section, or the text in this section. At the same time, I can also put the cursor here after the P. So, and I'll press CTRL ALT and bring then the down arrow key. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I can highlight now, press shift and the side arrow key to change the up to center. Okay, you see it works. So this is the power of Visual Studio Code. Okay, so this is all happening because of Emmet. So Emmet is a plugin inside of Visual Studio Code that allows developers to code and write better codes. Okay, so our next trick. Okay, so if I wish to create a div, I can simply do dot and maybe and the class name, so dot hue, and hit tab. Okay, you see it looks nice. If I wish to create a div with an ID hero, I'm going to use the hashtag hero and hit tab. Okay, so it changes to ID. This is another trick. Okay, so let me get rid of this and do one more thing. Okay, so if I also wish to create a div with another div and a paragraph inside, so I can do dot container. Hope I got that right. Okay, with another class of hero, so 2 classes, and hit tab. See? Okay, so let's get rid of this and do another thing. If I wish to create a div with a paragraph inside, I can do dot hero and use the greater than sign P and hit tab. Okay, so let's try this one more time, but this time we are going to create an unordered list with list tags inside. So you can do ul greater than li, and we're going to create 3 lists. So you do the times 3, hit tab. Okay, see, it looks nice. So this is the power of Visual Studio Code. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. If I wish to replace some sample text with another text, so let's create a paragraph and do blah blah blah. Let me duplicate this 3 times, and I want to change the instance of H to J. I can simply press the search bar and type H. Oh, okay, let me make it more like a sentence. So let me get rid of this and try it one more time. Sorry about that. So I'm going to do P. I'll say Sonny is genius. Okay, so if I wish to change the genius to a champ or something, so I can press, I'm going to go over to the search bar and change this to genius, and I'm going to replace it with champ. So champ. Okay, I'm going to choose replace. See, it works. So we're going to change all instances of genius to champ. So let's do one more time. Okay, so champ, I'm going to change it from champ to genius. So I'm going to do champ to genius. Okay, so I'm going to press this button and choose replace. Okay, so the next one is to create custom code snippets. So just like this. So for CSS, I've created my own custom code snippet that allows me to code much more faster. There are lots of them, but I'm going to show you just 2. So when I do center, I hit enter, it pulls out this. Okay, so I've also done one for this. Okay, so for JavaScript too, I have log and I hit tab or enter and it brings out this. Okay, so let's create one for CSS. So to do this, I'm going to be a bit faster to save this video from being too long. So I'm going to go to view choose command palette and type in preference. So I'm going to choose preferences. So configure your user snippets, and so css.json. Okay, so this is the ones I created. Okay, so to create your own custom code snippet, you're going to grab this, copy, okay, let me get rid of this. I'm going to paste it here. So I'm going to uncomment this. So control and slash. I'm going to change whatever we have here so it fits this one. I'm going to this label is print to console. So I'm going to change this to, you can change this to anything. So I change mine here to center web content. So when I type something like center, you see it writes center web content. Okay, so center web content and the prefix to center, that is what I type. So here prefix log, so console.log, and inside the body, so we can get rid of this and put a comma here, yeah, and get rid of this as well. Okay, so open two quotation marks and put a comma and just type in whatever you want to type here, and leave the description to what you want Emmet to show. Okay, so just like this. I hope you got that right. If you didn't get it right, play back the video and see if you can get it. Okay, so I think that's it all for this video. So thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Stay tuned and turn on post notification for more interesting videos. And also I'll be making a crash course on basic HTML and CSS for absolute beginners. Thank you.